Good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope you had a nice holiday. I have had a busy last few days. Holidays do not bring out the best in people, and that's when they call me. So Thanksgiving, I had call after call after call, and I'm doing this very early in the morning because I've had calls already before 6 a.m. So I thought we would do a little video on the topic. And the topic is, why the hell am I attracting people like I'm attracting? What's the deal? It's like moths to a flame, and they're all jerks. Okay. Now, this doesn't just apply to people that you're dating or social, and coworkers. No. Family members coming out of the woodwork that you may not have seen for quite some time. And they are toads. I mean, they are just mean, evil, nasty people. And it's like, I haven't seen you for years. Why are you being like this? The answer is because they can. Seriously. You are a lovely soul. You are a good person. You do what you can to help people. You're kind, you're polite, you're empathetic, you're compassionate. And all of these parasites, I mean, that's the nicest word I can think of, start hitting you. They're wanting money, of course. They're wanting your time. They're wanting your energy. They want to just sit and whine and bitch and moan. And I mean, we all have our days. Trust me, I have my days. I call my best friend. I call Lynn or Iram, and I say, okay, we're going to be whining now. But that's what best friends do. I mean, that's just how it works. However, if you're talking to someone and you go in and you feel great and you're uplifted and you talk to them, and by the end of the conversation, you are drained, they're a parasite. They are sucking the life out of you. I mean, and we all, and especially in my line of work, I talk to some people with they're dealing with cancer and death and loved ones committing suicide and losing their jobs and on and on and on. But it doesn't drain the life out of me. There's a difference. It's like a leech or a tick. If they can attach onto you, if they can latch on, they're going to suck you dry. Professionally, that's one thing. It's fine. But if you let them too close, they're going to be who they're going to be. A snake is a snake. It's not going to turn into a giraffe. It's not going to turn into a hippopotamus. A snake is a snake and will always behave as a snake. Okay? A parasite is a parasite. It's not going to change into a butterfly. It's a parasite. People are who they are. Some are very good at disguising who they really are until they don't get their way, until you tell them no. Now we talk about boundaries. This is why you tell them no. If somebody is annoying you, disrupting your peace, that's a nice way to put it, and you say, look, I don't think so. I really don't want to go out with you. No, that's okay. I don't think we need to come over for coffee, or thanks for the invitation to dinner, but no, I don't think so. It was great seeing you. They're visiting from out of town. Great seeing you. They want to hang out at your house. Nope, sorry, can't. Maybe some other time. And they don't let it go. And they get more aggressive each time. No means no. And sometimes no, maybe some other time. Then you have to go from that to, I said no. No. If they still disrespect that, then you have a problem, because then you're starting to see their true colors. If someone tells you no, okay. If I want to have lunch, dinner, whatever with a friend of mine, and I ask them, let's go grab coffee or let's go grab a movie or whatever, and they tell me no twice, 3 times, I'm not going to ask them again. I can take a hint. Honey, you need to take a hint. They need to take a hint. You need to see who they are, without question. They're showing true colors by disrespecting your boundaries. You have to stick to your boundaries. Respect your own boundaries in order for other people to respect your boundaries. If you invited someone to your home and they come in, they trash your house, they set your sofa on fire, are you going to invite them back in? Probably not. I wouldn't. No way. If somebody starts disrespecting you, setting your energy on fire in a bad way, they just get under your skin. No means nothing to them. They just try a little harder. They think it's funny. The more you say no, the more creative they become. No means no. I'm not interested. No. Stick to that. Tell them, do it again, and I'm blocking and deleting you. I am blocking you, removing you from my contacts. If it's happening at work, take it to a supervisor. If it's happening within the family, just because you're family, sweetheart, it doesn't mean you have to like someone or even love them. It just means you were raised in the same environment. That's it. There is no, oh, you have to love so-and-so because they're family. No, you don't. And if they are a rude, disrespectful person, out the door, buddy. Not going to happen. Not on my time. Watch your boundaries. No means no. Once you tell them no, if they get ticked off and they get evil, nasty, vengeful, sweetheart, I don't care if they tell you, see what you've made me do? No, that's who you were all along. They have been like this all along. You saw the facade of the nice person. Now you're seeing who they really are. Okay? See them for who they are. We have been raised our entire lives to find the good in people. Give everybody a second chance. Okay, I will give you that. Try and see the good in people, because we all have bad days. People go through stuff. You don't know what somebody's going through. If they snap and snarl, cut them a little slack. Find out what's going on. That's okay. If somebody's having a bad day, give them another chance, absolutely. But if they are consistently an ass to you, that's who they are. If they are consistently a snake, that's who they are. Accept that. Don't try and convince yourself of something else. We want people to accept us for who we are, as we are, right? Accept them for who they are, as they are. They're not going to change, and it's not your job to change them. And that's very hard, because if it's a friend, somebody we care about, we want the best for them. We want them happy and healthy. Well, that's fine, but if they don't want that for themselves, it's not going to happen. There are people in this world that thrive off of being miserable and unhappy. They love it. I've known many people that are just, they're not happy unless they're unhappy. God bless them. Go somewhere else with it. Not around me. I'm a very happy person. I try to help as many people as I can. I try to be uplifting and encouraging and help people on their healing journey. That's what I do. That's why God put me on this planet. I do a pretty good job, I like to think. I haven't had any complaints from the big guy, and I have very few complaints from families that I work with. See people for who they are. And it hurts your soul. It does, to find out someone you trusted, someone you gave your time and energy to, that they're really a snake. This is who they were all along. Now, there's a little caveat in there. If someone has an addiction, you might be dealing with their addiction. Until they are ready to heal that addiction, you can't do anything about it, sweetheart. You may have known them 20, 30 years ago, and they were the kindest, sweetest person on the planet. You were really good friends, and you run into them again. You start kind of, going to lunch or whatever, and you start seeing, no, this isn't the same person. Nope. There's a reason for that. Find out what the reason is, if you can safely. They may have an addiction. They may be an alcoholic. They may have a drug addiction. They may have a dependency issue, a codependency issue. They may have mental health issues that you're not aware of. Until they're ready to deal with their issues and get better, that's on them. I would advise you to keep your distance. Be kind, be sweet, but they're not going to change their spots. They are who they are. And if they're dealing with an addiction, they're going to suck you into that, and I don't want that for you. If you are an empath, if you're a compassionate person, if you're trying to be a friend, you want to be there for them, Do not allow yourself to get sucked into their trauma drama, okay? Again, boundaries. There are people that will be so codependent upon you. It's like they want you to be an extension of them. They can't be happy unless they're with you. And I'm not talking about people dating that, when I'm with them, I'm just so happy and giggly and they just make my heart warm. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who literally will tell you, I need you to be in my life. I need to talk to you every morning to be okay. I need to hear from you. I need to see you every day to be okay. That's not okay. That's not healthy. Use your boundaries. You are entitled to a life of your own, right? They have to respect that and learn to create a life of their own, okay? There are people that don't want that. They don't want a life of their own. They want to live attached to you and live your life with you. It's like they want to live vicariously through you. That's not healthy. They have issues, they need to get help, okay? Respect your own boundaries. No means no. If you see somebody disrespecting you, your home, what you do for a living, sorry. I'm done. There are people, I have good friends that don't like what I do for a living. Okay. They're good friends from a distance. I keep them at arm's length. I'm not going to let them disrespect me, and they have found that out. That's not going to happen. I have friends, wonderful friends who are doctors and lawyers. There are people who hate lawyers. There are people who hate doctors. Okay, fine. They're my friends. I love them to the moon and back. They encourage and support me with what I do. That's why we're friends. That's great. I'm not going to let other people in my circle disrespect them. If other friends don't, appreciate my friends that are attorneys and doctors, I'm not going to let them badmouth them. No, what kind of friend would I be? No. Boundaries. Respect your own boundaries, your personal and professional boundaries. No means no. See people for who they are, not who you want them to be. We have 3 choices. React to somebody's negativity and hostility. No. That's when you get caught up in the trauma drama. We're not buying a ticket to their circus. No. 2, respond. That's giving something a moment of thought and then saying, do it again, I'm blocking and deleting you. Do it again, you're out of my life. I don't want to hear from you again. Don't darken my doorway. Or 3, walk away. Don't say anything, walk away, block, delete, whatever it takes, just walk away. Do whatever helps you keep peace in your heart and in your spirit and in your home. If you need me, you know where to find me.